In this video, I'll show you how, with wood like this, you can create a unique and unforgettable item, perfect for gifting to special friends or selling to make money. The wood I'm using for today's project is eucalyptus beam scraps. They measure 5 by 7 centimeters. On the miter saw, I'll align the ends and cut 2 pieces, each 40 centimeters long. During the video, I'll show you all the details and materials used in this project. Watch until the end and learn everything you need to create a fantastic gift. This piece was cut at the end to make it square. Here it's 7 centimeters and here it's 5. I'll make a 45-degree cut, leaving the piece 48 centimeters long. I'd love to know how you engage with woodworking. Tell me in the comments, are you a professional, a hobbyist, or do you simply enjoy watching the videos? I'm eager to learn more about you. Since the pieces are out of square, I'll adjust them on the table saw. Here are the cut pieces. I've already standardized their width using the table saw. This is the leftover piece. I'll keep it for future projects. Now, I'll pass the pieces through the planer to make them all the same size. Get inspired every week with a new project on the channel. Subscribe and turn on notifications to be alerted when a new video is published. After planing the piece with the 45-degree cut and ensuring it's square, I'll repeat the cut, trimming just a bit off the edge of the wood. I could have also cut the piece at 90 degrees, then planed it and made the 45-degree cut. The important thing is that the 45-degree cut is made only after planing the piece and confirming it's properly square. Here are the pieces ready for assembly. I'll start with the largest. I'll place it with this side up and use the ruler for some markings. I'll make the first mark 7 centimeters from this end, the second at 18 centimeters, and the third at 29 centimeters. Each marking will be 11 centimeters apart. Now, with the combination square positioned at 3 centimeters, half the width of the piece, I'll make the mark in the opposite direction. At the 3 points, we have this marking. Now, I'll use the hand drill with a 35mm Forstner bit to drill the holes at the marked points. I'll position the drill bit exactly on the marks and proceed with the drilling. Doing my best to ensure the drilling is as close to 90 degrees as possible. This will ensure a great result on the other side as well. Next, I will make some markings on these 2 pieces. I will position the piece this way, with this part facing down. Using the combination square, already set at 20 centimeters, which is half the length of the piece, I will mark the exact center of both pieces. Now, I've set the combination square to 23 millimeters, which is half the thickness of the piece. I will mark both pieces this way. This is the 20 centimeter mark, and this is the 23 millimeter mark. With the ruler, I'll mark 1 centimeter from this line and the other one as well. I will drill diagonally 1 centimeter from this line and 1 centimeter from the other line. I will make the holes at these points, here and here. Since this piece will be flipped over, I will drill in the opposite direction. The holes will be made at these 2 points, here and here. Now, I will use the hand drill with a 3mm bit, equipped with a 10mm countersink, to drill at the marks I made, always ensuring that the holes are perfectly vertical. I will increase the countersink depth using the 8mm bit. This way, it will be possible to use a 60mm screw to fasten the pieces. With the rotor, using the 25mm diameter bit, I will round off the edges of the holes. With the pieces ready, I will now sand using the orbital sander and 120 grit sandpaper. To finish, I will use 180 grit sandpaper. Haven't clicked the like button yet? If not, do it now and let YouTube show you more inspiring woodworking content. With a used 180 grit sandpaper, I will sand the edges. Here are the pieces, all sanded and ready for assembly. This piece has a piece of tape on it because it cracked at a corner, so I glued it. Now I will use the combination square, which is already marked at 17.7 centimeters, and make a subtle mark on the inner side of these two pieces. This measurement corresponds to half the length of the piece minus half the thickness of the other piece. Now I'll attach the pieces using wood glue and a 3.5mm thick by 60mm long screw. The attachment will be done this way. I'll apply some wood glue and spread it evenly with a brush. I'll position the piece so that the marking aligns exactly where it should be, aligning it from the bottom. Next, I'll secure it with the screw. But I won't tighten it completely until the other screw is in place. I'll check the piece alignment with the base, pressing to ensure it's perfectly aligned. After that, I'll tighten the screw. I'll do the same with the other screw. Now, I'll apply glue to the other side of the piece. It will be positioned like this, making sure the mark I made is exactly in the corner. I'll square the piece and, once it's well positioned, clamp it in place. I decided to add one more clamp at the bottom to ensure the piece stays well secured and glued. Now, I'll secure it with the screws. Once the screws are in place, I'll remove the clamps. To finish, I'll drill holes for the screws using a dowel made from cedar wood. I'll add glue to the dowel, tap it in with a hammer, and wipe off any excess glue with a cloth. Then, I'll cut off the excess with the Japanese saw, leaving the surface flush. I'll repeat the process for the other holes. Now, I'll sand this part to ensure a flawless finish. With the item ready, I'll start painting. For this, I'll use wood sealer diluted with thinner. As is customary on this channel, the application will be done with the electric sprayer. For this particular item, I'll only use the sealer to give the finish a velvety look. For every 100 milliliters of sealer, I add approximately 100 milliliters of thinner. This ratio makes the application with the sprayer smoother and more efficient. Enhance your woodworking creations. Valuable resources are waiting for you in the video description. Well folks, here's the finished project, a wine bottle holder. It's a great gift idea for friends, or even a product you can make and sell to earn money. Your opinion makes all the difference. Leave a comment below and let us know what you think of this project. If you liked it, share the video with your friends who also love woodworking. I'm sure they'll appreciate it, and thank you for the tip. Don't stop here. Get inspired by other creative projects from the channel that will appear on your screen. Thanks for watching, and until the next video.